With a dome surrounding the Central City Police Department, Captain Fry pulls a gun on the Flash. He demands an explanation, but the hero is as baffled as the police. When the captain wants to arrest the Flash, David stops the officer, saying their priority right now is to save the lives of those trapped under the dome. They begin to workshop solutions. The Flash's powers only make the device stronger, and destroying the weapon would be very risky. Barry says that the woman who attacked him claimed that she could stop atoms from moving. The dome is likely air just rendered solid, so they just need something hot enough to make the atoms move again. Wally West overhears this and has an idea, but Captain Fry is dismissive of the boy and won't listen. Outside of the dome, people are panicking at its presence. Harley is worried about David, while Iris looks for her nephew. When some photographer comments on how much publicity this story would get if a kid died because of it, she punches him in the face. Meanwhile, Zoom and his lackeys also look on. While Eobard is pleased, the others are beginning to show some concern. Locke assumes she should let the police go soon, but Thawne stops her, saying that this sacrifice is necessary to stop the Flash from destroying all of humanity. Magali begins to question all of this. So far, the Flash has only shown a willingness to help others, but Eobard insists that this is all a ruse, and that his enemy will bring society nothing but chaos and ruin. Within the dome, Wally goes to check on Tim, who is badly injured. In spite of the man's protest, Wally goes to put a plan in motion, insisting that Tim needs medical attention right away. He gets a special magnesium-powered engine, rigs it to a truck, and drives it straight into the edge of the dome. Though the truck explodes upon impact, the engine was hot enough to burn a hole through the dome, and Wally is saved at last minute by the Flash. Realizing they have a way out, Barry begins to evacuate everybody, and though he is successful, the building is ultimately destroyed by the bomb. Everyone is relieved, and David embraces his lover, but Captain Fry is furious. He says the Flash is reckless and a criminal. Barry doesn't take this well, pointing out that the building may have been lost, but the lives weren't. The hero leaves, and Captain Fry is furious, saying he'll see the hero again and noting that speedsters seem to bring the city nothing but ruin. Later, in Professor Zoom's tower, Eobard checks in on Henry Allen. The doctor has completed a device that is able to steal people's powers through their blood, and when Barry's father tries to use it on Zoom, he is easily deflected by the villain. Still, Eobard is impressed and takes the device for himself. Henry asks why Thawne is doing all of this, and Zoom explains it's all part of some grand scheme to take down the Flash and drain the man of his powers. Magali overhears this and realizes that Zoom has been lying to her over many centuries, so he charges her, using the device to steal her powers. Soon, he'll claim the abilities of others as well, and once he has Barry's powers, Eobard will be a god. Hello and welcome to Comic Island. My name is Arden, and this is my recap and review of The Flash number 45. You know, I'm having a lot of trouble placing this series. It's hard to peg it down as overly good or bad. On the one hand, it has a lot of cool ideas, fun characters, and good moments. They pepper the Flash and add a lot to the story. On the other hand, this issue has a bit of a mess. Dialogue is clunky and silly, and weird story choices are made all the time. For example, why is Captain Fry so pissed in this issue? Grr, how dare you, the Flash? You saved all those people like an asshole. What about our precious building? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Then there's this douchebag who thinks dead kids are cool. Finally, there's Eobard, who has this weird plan of draining the Flash of his abilities, yet also seemed quite content with leaving Barry in a death trap with no apparent way out. This isn't how human beings talk or act, and it's kinda stupid. And the shame is that a lot of what is going on has a good amount of potential. I like what's happening with Eobard and Wally, I just wish the writer kind of got his act together with some of this stuff. And as it stands, I do kind of recommend this comic, just so we can keep going with the story and see how it all ends. But at this point I feel when the arc is done and over with, I will be done with the Flash comics, at least for a little while. Because yeah, in spite of having some good moments and ideas, this comic makes some really weird choices that just don't work when it comes to execution. And while there have been promising issues like the last one, number 45 had too many weaknesses for me to ignore. Ah well, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep reading comics.